Kano. So let's say, hypothetically, I told you something. So let's say, hypothetically, you let me tell you something. Thank you for the 14 Canadian dollars. Remember when Aljo got so excited for a 300k bonus, then didn't even get a post-fight interview? What's him? I think he's actually skilled enough to put on exciting fights. I mean, if he could, he would, you know what I mean? It wasn't that bad, though. I just think he doesn't have the power in his hands to... Right? You got to have power in your hands for everything other than a submission, right, chat? And even submissions come a lot from the power that you have. Like, Aljo's got this crazy physique, probably one of the best physiques in the UFC. But dude's kind of slow and not really explosive, right? Like, his physique almost absolutely counters its perception, right? Like, his physique and physical ability are at absolute juxtaposition with each other, you know? Which is kind of insane. But if he had power, dude, he could have dropped Cater in that fight. He landed a bunch of big shots. He could have hurt him and put him away by TKO. He landed some ground and pound. There's just... Aljo can't physically... he can inflict damage on people, but it's not... It doesn't come naturally to him. He has to really almost force it. Like, now I'm going to damage this person. Whereas Moicano, like the shots he was hitting Jalen with, dude, Jalen broke and they weren't even huge shots, you know? Thank you for the 9 months of membership. Can I get a, hey, oi, buddy, hey, come here. How much money would you take from Dana to go to a Power Slap event? He does this with a lot of content creators. He probably wouldn't pay money. I think Dana would do it based on, like, you would get influence by being there and get a chance to meet other influencers there. I don't think he's paying these people. I think these people are going there because, one, Power Slap might be fun to watch, but two, they're just there because they know there'll be Theo Von there and all these other big name celebrities that will be in the crowd and shit, so they can just get good promo and shit. You saw my dono in Wade's stream? No, I didn't see your one, but I was in Wade's stream. Lord, I'm feeling like my chest is tucked in. I'm feeling fucking Dorito shaped. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a neck. I have the fucking wingspan, shoulder width of Pavlovich. Chat, remember when I said I was the same frame as Sergey Pavlovich and everyone laughed at me? Do you guys remember that, chat? See if I can get chat to revolt against me here. To find stuff to do instead of just killing time before a fight card. Wasn't really a beautiful day this side, but I did wake up quite late. I think I had a really good dream. I can't remember what the dream was about, but yeah, I had a really good sleep. You know, it was in installments, but we got a long sleep. So I do have energy today. Yeah. Just skipped another day. It's all good, though. One of these Saturdays, I'll do something. Oh, my fucking God. I was supposed to do something. I've left him hanging. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can have friendships. Dude, fuck. I'm not even looking at my phone's messages, actually. I'm leaving it. Ooh. Thank you for the $5 you saved for Capadia. Just saw your Dana White video on UFC 300 critics. So funny. I forwarded it to Jesse as well. I think the UFC likes you. I know. I think they do a little bit. I mean, I've been speaking to him. So I think they like me. Mainly because I trash Ariel, maybe. But yeah, I ain't gonna never sell out, brother. You view me? Sam Hyde ain't your biggest money fight. Low tier God would be main event worthy. Give me more than 10K for fuck's sake. You know that whole fan thing was just a social pressure thing to lock me into a contract at low pay. Like, that really pissed me off. I know exactly what they tried to do there and everything. Jesus Christ. It ain't even about the fan. It was literally like he was being used to bait me under social pressure into signing a contract for like such shit base pay. Lame as fuck. I want some chunk of change versus a big name. Come on. I've got fucking 3.6K viewers here and we're talking about boxing. I'm an MMA channel. You know what I mean? Give me something. Jesus Christ. Keemstar told me to tell you to get in the ring, pig. He did not. And he would have reached out if he had anything more to say. Dude, I'm still not over the way they tried to pull a fast one on me to get into a contract. I'm not saying it was orchestrated or anything, but what they tried to do was socially pressure me into fighting a fucking bum and locking myself into a shitty contract. That's my perception of it. So I didn't like that at all. I want a named YouTuber with some kind of following of his own for 50K, and I'll fight someone. But until then, they can shut the fuck up. Prime McGregor has decided. I'm not dumb. And it sounds like you're scared. Yeah, you guys are retards, and this retard shit would work on kick streamers, but I'm a grown fucking man with a huge dick, so I don't need to prove shit about masculinity to anyone. Yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to prove shit by getting in a cage. I'm trying to get paid. Thank you for the $5. Prime McGregor has the style to beat all lightweights, including Makachev, Oliveira. Guru, what percentage of your fan base do you think are casual MMA fans? I'm a casual, probably about 50%. I think I have the hardcore MMA fans, but some. And then the casuals are like the extra views that I get. Sad that Rakic's performance went under the radar. I know he had a good performance, but he lost. So who cares? Lopez is only really dominating. I know he dominated Barboza, but what did he do to Barboza? Did he mount him and beat the shit out of him? No, he laid him full guard on top of him. You know? Ige out-grappled him, but I'm not seeing world champion status from him. I feel like jiu-jitsu has developed in MMA to where people just know what it is now. You know what I mean? I didn't say Bryce Mitchell would destroy Emmett. I actually said Emmett would flatline him in round 1, and I did say that. But yeah, I feel like more people are aware of jiu-jitsu. I watch a lot of the submissions back in the day chat. Anyone else feel this way? There's a lot of times when I watch fights back in the day where I'm like, no shit, you got subbed, you dumb fuck. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Nowadays, someone gets submitted. I'm like, oh my God, out of nowhere, a triangle. Oh my God, he's actually got him in a guillotine right now. When I watch back in the day, I'm like, no fucking shit, dude. You put your head in a guillotine. You put yourself in a triangle. You're leaving both arms in while you're posturing up and letting him take an armbar. Like, armbar off bottom is no longer a thing in MMA. Right, chat? It really isn't. Guillotines are rare as well. It's why I shouldn't have picked Oliveira to win by a guillotine, but I always forget. Guillotines barely exist, especially at the top level. And armbars off bottom don't really exist either. So I feel like there's just, if you're aware of what someone could do to you in different positions, very easy to avoid it. You don't really have to be good at doing it yourself. You just have to have an understanding of what the guy on bottom is trying to do. Like, oh, he's going for an armbar. Okay, I'll do this. One arm in, get over the top, past the leg. Thank you for the $5. You get subbed. Yeah, I'm not a top level UFC fighter, you dumb fuck. Charles by KO or sub versus Gamrot. I want them and Connor versus Max, but would Connor... this is a lot of names again. Charles by KO or sub versus Gamrot. I would say KO. I want them and Connor versus Max, but would Connor be BMF worthy if he wins coming off the injury and prediction? Well, if Connor sleeps Chandler and then beats Max Holloway, he would be BMF worthy. And he changed the whole game single-handedly and made it so the rest of these pussies can have a career. So he would be BMF worthy. But yeah, it wouldn't be like the most deserving BMF.